Now we have to talk about Hurricane Hazel
Right.
McCallion.
She's for people who don't know and paid to live outside of Ontario. She has been the mayor of Mississauga from 1978 to 2014.
Holy smoke! And she's 100 years old, and as sharp as a tack. You have a funny story to tell. When she was at, we were at a Mississauga Steelhead game, and Elliot Kerr got us the seat, and you were there. Tell us.
Yeah, we went to. Well, you and I wanted to see Quentin Byfield. We saw Quentin Byfield when he played for York Simcoe.
Yeah, I remember that.
So we wanted
beautiful arena.
Yeah, so we wanted to
remember going in there, Tim. I said, "What is this? Is like a movie."
Yeah, I forget.
St. Andrews.
Yeah, I think it's St. Andrews Academy, and it's just like a movie.
It's like in a movie. Like you see these movies.
Not a blade of grass out. Every rock
and they had the whites. Every white. It was unbelievable.
So we saw him at 15. So we wanted to go see him play for Sudbury because we knew he was going to be a first round pick.
Big guy.
So
short stick.
And Elliot Kerr got us seats kind of in a box, so we were kind of out of the way. And Mayor Hazel dropped the puck that day. So she came over to say hello, and she stood for 2 periods.
Oh, she's a firecracker, I'll tell you.
She would have been 99 years old, stood for 2 periods, and we're like, I kept saying, Madam Mayor, would you like to sit down? No, I'm fine.
Oh, I know, and she still skated, and I remember she was really ticked off at one of the coaches for Mississauga. They wouldn't let her skate in the warm, afraid she'd get hurt. She'd get hurt.
Yeah, she was in her 90s. She was like, I remember she came out and she roared around. She played women's hockey.
Yeah, I told her she was pro. She was professional. Yeah. And yeah, she did. She was one of and I remember when I came here from the States and I settled in Mississauga. I was here one day. The next day I had to go do Hockey Night in Canada that night, Saturday. And she said, I said, I don't do anything day of the game. She said, you get up there and the Meadowvale. So I went up and I saw all these kids. I mean, they were young. I think it was a Swedish kid up there. And they did love hockey. And women and girls love hockey as much as guys did. And I fell in love with women's hockey then. And back then, it was like a joke.
This would have been like 1982. I mean, they weren't even on the radar then.
No.
I don't even know if they had women's hockey in the Olympics then in 82.
I don't know whether they did or not, but I know they had a big tournament down in Ottawa, and not that I did, but I paid my way, flew down, and did the game for, I forget who we did it for. And then they had a great, Kitchener, they had a world tournament, and we won that one. And Dell and I was just I got a picture of him, and they wore a thing for a rose on their thing. So it was just great. And Hazel should be in the Hall of Fame.
For building for women's hockey, absolutely.
Unbelievable.
I mean, that's a kiss of death, Dad.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have said that. But anyhow, I still think she's good. And she's as sharp as a tack. And she's my friend. And she was the one, when I got fired, she was the one person that stuck up for me. And I thought, she's going to give it to me. Yeah. And she didn't. She stuck up for me. She's as sharp as a tack, and she's my friend.